Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Courageous Walk. I am Janelle Reynolds, and today I wanted to talk to you about the 3 signs that you are changing for the better. I thought that would be really relevant since so many of us are on journeys of, changing things, doing better, fulfilling New Year's resolutions. So I thought it was important for us to be able to identify when some of those changes are actually happening, especially when they're happening over time and it's not, a dramatic change. So the first one that I thought of was you are now paying attention to warning signs or red flags as they emerge rather than after it is too late. Some of you may notice this change in your dating life. Others may notice it when making financial decisions or simply paying attention to your surroundings. How many of us have, after something has gone wrong, when we reflect, we think, oh, yes, there were warning signs, right? My instincts did tell me that maybe I shouldn't participate here. Maybe I shouldn't be in this place. Maybe I shouldn't go to that place. Or I probably should not be dating this person. Something is off, but, right? And then we make excuses and we stay in situations and with people that are not good for us. So, in this context, you are doing the opposite of what you usually would be doing, is that the red flags are coming up, you're paying attention, and then you're acting accordingly as opposed to waiting until it's too late. Second, your desire or appetite has changed. This can be about the types of foods that you're drawn to that are most likely not good for your overall health. We can also see this change in a desire for things that are addictive, right? So from alcohol to pornography to gambling and stealing, those are major things, right? So big addictions, big desires and appetites that may require more intentional work to stop them, as opposed to maybe avoiding that extra cupcake, right? Or, you had you're binge watching a television show, and binge watching shows rather than getting your work done could also be a way in which you are um, participating in behaviors that are not good for you overall, because it's keeping you from being productive, it's keeping you from having better overall health, participating in activities that would be better for you, and also keeping you from opportunities like a promotion, doing well in your schoolwork, right? Any of those things that would be overall good and better for you that you're avoiding or missing out on because you're not making the changes. So you notice that your appetite or your desire for the things that you were once interested in that were not good for you individually, but now you're noticing that, I don't feel the compulsion. I don't feel that pull to drink that, extra glass of wine or whatever it is that you are facing. And then, of course, thirdly, I would say you are adjusting your behaviors and your thoughts as they start to emerge. Meaning that, in the past, you would, whatever thought you had would come out of your mouth. There was no filter. There was no sort of censorship in terms of, is this the time and place for you to say what it is that you just said? Are you thinking about, well, maybe this is how I think and speak, in informal situations with my friends and family, but is this the right place at work or in a meeting or something where there's an expectation of, certain types of language and behavior, and you are not living up to that. And ultimately, it could have dire effects for you in terms of being fired, missing out on really great opportunities, etc. And then there's others of us who have difficulties controlling our behaviors, right? From, you go from a 0 to 10 in terms of anger, and, you're not just angry where you're speaking out or spewing angry words, but you're also quick to fight. So someone upsets you and you are ready, like pull back, ready to punch someone in the face or shove them or whatever. And of course, all of that in the moment could ultimately lead to you being arrested. Someone could get killed or harmed seriously. The consequences can be so monumental. But if you had control over your emotions and your thoughts and your actions, you might have missed out on. So now you are starting to, before the words come out, before you start to punch, you are a little bit more self-aware. You're more in tune with your body. You are now able to self-regulate, meaning that you're able to modulate, moderate, whatever it is. When you start to have those thoughts, you stop them before they leave your mouth, right? You can stop the thoughts from happening. You can stop the thoughts from continuing and from leaving your mouth. And also, you are so in tune with your body that you are aware of the different signs within your body that come before you punch that person, that come before you act out. And as you start to notice them, this might be the time that you walk away, you leave the room, right? You remove yourself from some of those situations. So you're starting to notice that you're doing all of these things on your own. There are situations where you would have gotten yourself into trouble and you would have had to apologize, etc. But you manage yourself really well. And of course, right, when we're changing, there are going to be good times and bad times, but it's about consistency. So as we start to pay attention to the incremental changes, that will boost our confidence to continue to do it. And just know that just because, there are times that you're doing it well, when that one time comes where you sort of, in some cultures we say backslide, or you regress, it doesn't mean that it's a complete failure. It just means that you pick yourself up and keep trying, right? Until you have established new automatic behaviors, new instincts, new ways of being. You have those learned behaviors happen over a long period of time. It will take time to undo them. So be patient with yourself, be patient with the process, but more importantly, be paying attention to yourself and how you are showing up in spaces. What is different about how your body is reacting, how your mind is reacting. All of those things will help you be more deliberate in the changes that you're making. So I hope that this was encouraging and that you can look for these 3 signs as you are moving in the right direction to becoming a better you. I hope you have a wonderful week and wish you all the best.